no joke. I used to let the mic smoke. Now I slam it when I'm done and make sure it's broke. When I'm gone, no one gets on, cause I won't let nobody press up and mess up the scene I set. I like to stand in the crowd and watch the people wonder, damn. But think about it, then you're under.
Thank you, Polo.
Yes, sir. We're going to start.
Yeah, going back, first of all, I'd like to, give thanks to my man Polo Green for having us here. And, this is where I do a lot of my interviews. This is Harlem Masters on 141st and 142nd Atlantis Avenue. And all y'all should come and get your hair cut here, because I do. They got a bunch of barbers and they all cut good. And you can see Kyle Dawson's head and my head, so this is what we do, so this is my home team, home field advantage, and I do my interviews here when I can, unless I have to go on the road. So you always catch me on Harlem Masters.
Right. So Cal, I want to ask you a question. I see you out there doing the talent search. Like, what motivates you to keep looking for new talent?
Well, I have a management company. I started out, the A&R at Def Jam in the early 90s. Then, I signed on Redman, Method Man, albums Go, as well as some albums Coolest Back. And then, I came over there. I was the president of a major record label, which I was blessed to receive 4 Grammys as the president of that record label with the R3 album at camp. And so that label, it fell apart. I got a management company. So I work with Chief from Lost Boys. He has a Grammy 4 times platinum. Lil Flip from Houston, Texas. He sold 23 million, the highest selling rap artist ever so far. At times like ABS. And I'm just out there trying to search for new talent, because what's playing now on the radio was kind of like bubblegum stuff, and it is some talented people out there, and they're not getting discovered because the major's not checking for them.
Right. All right. So back to you. What motivates you? Like, how do you know you're gonna write a book? Like, get back to when you decided to write a book, tell your life story.
Well, when you go to jail, you have to come up with a new game plan. You can't keep coming out here coming up with the same game plan, going back and forth to jail. I was supposed to keep going back and forth. Plus, it's 21 years broke my back, so I ain't trying to do no sign up in jail if I can avoid it. Now, I learned another trade. The guy that made Blow, even though he could get stuff, and I realized he was a rat later on. It really bothered me, but his name was George Jung, and he taught me how to write screenplays. So I started writing screenplays at that time in the 90s. And then I was incarcerated then. My cousin kept bugging me to put a book together, put my life story out there. So I said, well, I ain't ready to do that, because in 1996, a lady came at me to try to do a life story on my book, and she offered me $350,000. I turned it down, and because she was only going to give me $1 off every book that sold after that. And I said, I might as well wait till I do my own thing, get all the money for myself, like the black man is supposed to do. Right. Stop working for other people, work for yourself, and you benefit more. It's going to be harder, and it's going to be, a longer struggle, but you still get to where you got to get. It's just like the turtle in the bath. So I decided to come out with the book eventually, and when we came out with the book, I was on my way home, so my cousin was handling most of the stuff. I faced him, because he held me down since I was locked up. Love him to death. He should be coming by here in a minute. But along with a couple of miles of his artists, ABS, and he was supposed to stop out. So we went on with the book stuff, and then I came home, and me and Kyle got together, and with a lot of the same people, and we decided that we're going to put this music thing together too. And we've been working hard on that, and once I get this movie deal done, if he gets his movie deal done, we're going to really go out there and get the talent. And what we're going to do with the artists and stuff is we're going to give them fair deals. It's not going to be like these other people do. Yeah, it ain't going to be like these other deals where people rob them. We're not into that, because we've been there and done that. So we into taking care of our people and trying to get them on good contracts so they can be satisfied and be financially secure the rest of their life, and that's what I drive on. And we do so many other things. I'm gonna put a clothing line out there. Hopefully by the end of the summer, I'm gonna have that out. And me and Kyle talk about all type of interests that we want to do and helping out the homeless and people on the street and get them off the street and doing a lot of visiting schools and talk to the kids. And we don't want nobody to idolize us. We want people to get their own goals and achieve them, and we want to help them to the fullest we can. Because I know a lot of people look up to me, and a lot of people got love for me, and I got love for all my people. And Kyle feel the same way, but the whole thing, the bottom line is, I don't want nobody to go on jets. I don't want nobody to have to go through what I went through. Because as far as people, most people think jail ain't the move. You don't get nothing out of it. There's no rehabilitation, no that. A lot of these brothers go in, all they do is sit around, watch BET and talk about play cards and joke around, and then come home and do the same thing, go back. I'm trying to put a stop to that, because I'm trying to stop the people getting money off of us, and you know who they are, the Bushes and everything. They got the commissary and stuff in there, and we paying all this money for them. Let's give our money back to the community and get people that need to have talent in positions to own their own businesses and do their own, talents, to put their talents into what they feel is good for society.
Right. And another thing, as far as how do you guys generate new ideas for like the next move? Like, do you guys have like a big team, or you guys just between you guys, or?
We got we are selective of who we allow in our circle and close to us, because a lot of guys, they not cut from the same cloth, meaning that their morals are different from me and Mr. Shue here. So you gotta be mindful of who you're doing business with, because all money good money. And we create new ideas because we are a part of the community. It seems like he lives a lifestyle of a hustler, and drug dealer. I came from there as well. So while you sitting in jail, you create. All you're doing is thinking every day.
Right.
I read more books in jail than I did going to school. Because you have more time on your hands, so you got to utilize what you got. So the object is to generate money, so your kids, your grandkids, and somebody else you interacting with, they have money and their kids. So it's a team effort. One person can't do it by itself. So he may be strong in some areas, I might be weak in that area. Somebody else may be strong in another area. So everybody, like a basketball team, everybody in their position, and let's just go to that the promised land, they say.
Right. I feel because I run a business, and this is my girlfriend. We do together. If I can't do it, then she helps me in the business. So it's always me and her. Wherever I go, it's always me and her.
Everybody don't have the same ambition.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like my dream is my dream, so I'm gonna go hard, and you might sound good to you, but are you really gonna help me, or just maybe like look at sounds good, but I got some stuff going on. So it's all about the job and the person in itself.
The key word he said is all money ain't good money.
Right.
And we don't want no grimy people around us. We definitely don't want no snitches around us. But we want people that's just true to the game and not greedy, because you can't be greedy in life either. You can't, if you got a Mercedes, let it be that I want to buy a Mercedes for myself,
but you want to buy
not because I saw you with a Mercedes. And I don't like people like that. I never did back in the day. So my whole team is based on that. We don't want because another person got it. We want because we want it or need it. And that's just how it is. So it's always going to be like that. We're going to say, Kyle said it best, all money ain't good.
So how you think about Harlem right now, like the changes and all that? How you think about the changes?
Well, I've been going 21 years, so Kyle was going like 11 or 12, right?
Yeah.
So my thing is this. My personal feeling of it, everything's new to me, so it's like I'm coming from outer space.
Okay.
So I'm just all by that. I'm not going to get into the black and white thing or the Stacey Dash type of thing, because what Stacey Dash said about the black awards and stuff. She's always been slow. She's like an idiot. But I ain't gonna get into about that, because the whole thing is, people forget where they came from, man. But my thing is, the people looked at that Oscars as something major, but to tell you the truth, it's more than the Oscars. It's this discrimination of jobs, restaurants, socializing people, period, and things, you know, in jail. It's going on in jail. So you pick the Oscars to really want to complain about blacks being deprived. I mean, where you been at the last 30, 40 years? I was locked up. Where the hell these people been at? The ones that want to protest this now that's in the street. You know, to me, social media is really gone astray. And a lot of these people just be using their mouths just to use their mouth. You know, and they have no idea what's really going on because they're missing the real point behind it. And the whole truth of the matter is, we always been deprived. We'll always be deprived because we have no unity among ourselves. So people don't realize that brothers and sisters don't come together. They always in sects, you know. So it will never happen for us until we become one. And me personally, I don't see it because I've been through places, and Kyle's been through places where we see it as real. You know, where a Mexican will come off the street and the other Mexicans will embrace him in jail. And a brother come off the street and I don't know him, he ain't from my way, you know. And that's just how society is. So, you know, even though Stacey Dash again said a dumb thing, you know, but you know, then her cousin, David Dash, he's kicking dirt on her, and he goes around making movies about snitches. So how good of a man he is. You gotta look at the speck in your eye before you catch the speck in somebody else's eye. And it says that in the Bible.
Right. So, tell me what's the difference between entrepreneur and people who work for somebody else? I worked 10 jobs before I decided to start my own company. You know, I have a lot of no's before I got one yes. So, what's the advice you have for people like me who's trying to start their own business?
Well, you gotta find out like what business it works for you. Do you like it, and is it profitable for you? Just because you might like cars, doesn't make you might be a good car salesman.
Right.
I mean, so you gotta be good. Then you gotta look at your overhead. Like, okay, it's gonna cost me $100,000 to get it started. How long is it gonna take you to receive a profit? I mean, it might take you 10 years to get your $100,000 back, and then you know what's going on. So you gotta do your homework and your research. Exactly what's in demand, how much it's gonna cost you.
He's singing sometimes because of his freestyle. What would be your advice then?
Well, I'm not going to answer no questions to you about my lawyer because I feel you should be present on this.
That was good. Look, you got that one.
He's serious. Is he like that?
No.
What would be your advice? His name is Nathan.
Now, he's 13 years old and he does what now?
He was trying to freestyle, you know, express himself.
Singing or rapping?
Rapping.
Okay. He does his
The shows? Like
No, he's just, like he's seeing us do all this interviewing, so he sometimes likes to go out and starts to express himself, freestyling. And he's been listening to a lot of hip hop, old school.
First question. Is this what he wants to do? He wants
It seems like he seems like he's been going that way.
That is, it seems. You have to ask him, is this what you want to do, honey?
Or is something you want to try?
Is this what you want to try? Is
Gotcha.
he trying to do this? And if he says yes, then you work with him. And when we open up our label, which will probably be in the next couple months, then you send him to us. And we have people that in the studio that do beats and everything, so we'll see what he can do.
Thank you.
All right, we'll do that.
Just show me he's 13, he can do shows like junior high school, stuff like that. People in his age brackets.
Okay.
And the music business, Dawson is really going to head that because I'm doing the other stuff. So he's going to head the music while I take care of the music.
Peter Shue Jr.
With my son.
Okay.
So, I'm going to be there sometimes, but Kyle is really is the one that's running that whole shit.
So I'll have my son do a little video clip to send you, like an introduction.
Because I'm working with, I'm leaving Friday night. It's a blind guy. He's blind, black guy. He know how to read.
Baltimore.
Yeah, from Baltimore, Maryland. Yeah, I fuck with him down there. He fuck with me too. So he makes beats, he sings, he raps, and he play the keyboard like Ray Charles, like all in one. And he's commercial. So I mean, when I say commercial, when he's singing, it's marketable. Like this is what they're playing on the radio now.
Okay.
But being that he's blind, I'm pretty sure a lot of people want to put him on stage somewhere.
And not because of more. We have more than him.
Yeah.
We got my son, we got ABS, we got Khaled, we got all these brothers out here that make beats. So and people, we got Flip in them. We got a whole bunch of people that can help him if he's talented like that. So
Yeah.
Well, he likes to do that, but he also was musically into saxophone. He was playing the saxophone for a good 2 years. He stopped playing, but I think if If he meets the right people, maybe he can get his music.
But you heard what Kyle said?
Yep, or whatever you want.
No, I'm talking about, no. Kyle said something to you, and it's got to be based on him. This might be a phase. Now you got to find out if this is a real thing. This is what he wants to do.
No, he's been singing. He's been doing this.
You know?
Sorry, you might want to try it now. The next year, you want to try something.
Well, maybe if you meet him, you might have your own idea of what you think.
But you ain't gonna have. You're not gonna. You don't want to keep spending money. He's going to this place and that place.
Studio,
Yeah,
the shows, and
you know how kids is. You know they might want to be a basketball player tomorrow and you know, be a barber like my brother right here. You know what I'm saying?
All right, brother. I want you guys got stuff going on. So, a few more questions.
interview.
Good. Let's go. Okay, yeah.
You ain't got the rest of that. Okay.
So,
You ready to go back?
yeah, it's rolling.
He's rolling.
Yeah, it's rolling. So, which is your most achievement you're most proud of? You proud of the book, or you proud of how you've been so far in life, or give me a little rundown about your achievement. Like, what this book means to you?
Well, the book is just a reminiscence of my life, but I'm more proud of the brothers that stand up people, you know, especially the ones that's never coming home. I'm more proud of them, and I'm proud of you know the brothers that held it down while I was gone, and the ones that came to me when I got home, and those, you know, they know who they are, the Crazies, the Isis, the Bam Bams, the Ali Robs, the Polo Green. You know, Polo Green is, you know, he's amazing, and you know, he's a good brother, always been a good brother, been through the system before, has a nice establishment now, and you know, I wouldn't do no interviews nowhere else. But in Harlem Masters, if I can get a chance to do them, because Harlem Masters is like my second home. So you're going to see a lot of interviews done here. But we are, you know, the brothers that really show that they real brothers, that's all I deal with. And I'm happy for that. And, you know, I mean, we got the book, we closed the movie deal, Liongate already sent the contract, so we're working on that. But and basically, you know, all that would be good for me. And of course, I'm going to be happy about all that. But I'm so proud of my people that didn't tell. You know, I'm proud of my brothers and sisters that held me strong and stood up. And those are the ones I love to death. So when I get calls to them, I'm happy to hear from them. The ones that's incarcerated that's calling me and telling me when they're coming home, and I'm going to hold them down till they get home. And when they get home, I'm going to hold them down some more. But those brothers is the ones I really care for. The ones that came home and got their lives back together, like Kevin Childs from Dawn TV Magazine. You know, you got a lot of good brothers out there that rebounded where they thought we was left for dead. And a lot of us came back and was able to go, you know, get back on our feet. Dawson, you know, was another brother that did a lot of time stand-up music, and has 4 Grammy Awards, you know, so, you know, he did that before he went to jail. So when he came back, you know, he still got to get his title back, because he feels he lost his title like I feel I lost mine. So we 2 hungry brothers, and, you know, they took our championship belts without nobody defeating us, so we won our belts back, and that's how it is.
The next 10 years, what do you want to see you guys at in the next 5 to 10 years? What do you see yourself?
Can you answer that first?
Next 10 years from now, I want to see me and everybody in my immediate circle like comfortable. I mean, not saying that it might work, it might not, but you know, I'm gonna put an effort and effort and see what happens. I mean, I want nobody to need nothing like. I mean, if the dice rolls that way, sometimes the dice might not roll that way, but you know, shoot that low and see what happens.
Next 10 years, I know what I'm gonna do. Kyle probably still be working. I'm gonna be retired, chef in the islands, you know, because you know I'm more leaning towards just relaxing the younger brothers take over, you know, and my son and them, Kyle and them will hold it down. And, you know, anytime I gotta come out of town, I'll come out. But right now, I'm just basically, you know, I'm in family mode right now. So I did all that time. I saw that. I seen a lot of visions go out with me, a lot of things. So I just want to really help people and stay home and go to cookouts and travel and that. You know, that's basically what I want to do. But you know, Kyle still has a lot of energy and he pushes me sometimes. But you know, really, I know he's going to take the energy and moving, you know, keep things going, and I like that. So that's why I mess with Cal, because he's a go-getter. We don't sit back and wait for people to come at us. We go get it, and that's why, you know, that's why me and Eddie don't pump the top. Like when I came home the next day, I was out there networking. I didn't wait, you know, the people come at me and stuff like that. Even though some people did, I'm going to get that money, you know, because I feel that it's owed to us. So that's what I got the next time.
So Cali, what kind of artists are you looking for? Like young artists, you looking for New York or down like?
No man, whoever it is, like white, black, green, East Coast, West Coast, overseas. If you're serious, you understand this word.
You got talent.
I mean, you got talent. If you take, I ain't just gonna, I'm from New York. I'm white, but from the East Coast, or doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Because that's what's wrong with radio now. Because you know the only labels is signing people who already have, when their labels are ready, who they comfortable with. You know what I mean? You got a guy like, I go a lot of people to play basketball just as good as Jordan. But they didn't have that opportunity because maybe their family couldn't send them to college or academically wise, they couldn't cope with what's going on in school. So, you know, I'll go for the underdog, you know what I'm saying? I can turn a nobody into somebody, they serious. I mean, because nowadays in the industry it's all about image and marketing. But as long as you can market yourself, your image, they don't care. You can sing, you can rap. There's a lot of people like, I don't like Young Thug. I don't know what he's saying. But he's on the radio, he's selling, you know what I mean? So, it's all about who's serious. If you're serious, I'm gonna help you.
Same thing with the screenplays. If you got screenplays and you try to get somebody to connect with us, but you know, like I said, be serious about it. And if your screenplays are, you know, what it's supposed to be, and I'm looking for a lot of crossover screenplays. I don't want just urban. I want crossover because you want to make the most money, and I want to make the most money for you. So if you give me urban, you limit yourself to the public eyes of what's going to come at you. I want to make sure that everybody wants to see the movie. So believe me, same thing. We're going to give you the sweetest deal you ever had when you come to us with the screenplays and books and everything. So, you know, it's easy to reach out to us. Me and Kyle's on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram. We in the streets. Everybody sees us all the time, and there's so many people that know us. So if you're looking for us and you say you can't find us, I think that's BS because it's easy to find us. You know, we got a Batman signal goes up in the sky and we come out. So,
Also, I want to say, for those people with these screenplays or actors and actresses, don't come us with the banana tailpipe thing. Like, you know, you got some people who came at us, yo, I know somebody at Lionsgate, and we seen a contract, it's to another resource and a third party, and don't come with us because we're going to do our homework. So don't come with us the slick stuff. And, you know, there's a lot of people around here, fortunately, like fake A&Rs and, you know.
we have lawyers. We work, the special thing we do is let our lawyers look at it. So you supposed to have a company in California, but you send us a contract from Texas. Like then that's going to put a bell thing on my head. And me and Cal will look at each other and say, it's funny. So, you know, the contract that we got coming out in Lionsgate, this is coming strictly from Lionsgate, you know, and we know that.
Just be real. Like, I don't got no connections, but I'm trying to get on, I'm going to try to work. And it's just bad, that's all. Just say, you know, make it to make it, because we're going to find out. The true ID going to basically reveal itself.
The whole thing is we try to make sure everybody eat anyway, so we don't care about feeding you, but you can eat off of our product, but don't try to rob us for our product. You know? That's a bad decision all the way around the board because, you know, we're very humble and we're changing our ways, but sometimes we have to resort back into our past and let people know that, you know, we're not doing this to play with.
I have a question. Who would you like to play you guys? Someone who's not a star or someone who's from around the way?
I was thinking the same thing.
Bruce Lee is dead, so he can't have nobody play me.
Do you have someone, a number of people in mind? Or like your son, would your son play a role for you? Does he look?
He wants to, but I don't, you know, because we got somebody coming,
Yeah,
a hot minute, so you can film him.
Yeah. I'm talking about the little ABS.
He's on his way. I told him to come here. I told a couple of people to come.
I reached out to him last week about pictures and stuff.
Going back to the question you said, that you wanted.
Yeah, a person I would want to play me is a person who went through the same obstacles that I did. It's like you can't have Mary J. Blige play the role of exotic dancer. That's not our lane.
Right.
So I want somebody who, you know, been through what I've been through to play me because he know what to do. He know what to say. It comes natural. Then opposed, you got a celebrity, you got to hang around you for like 30 days or 6 months, and you got to get to know your character and know how you are as a person. See how people around you in your area treat you. Then, you know, there's a lot of stuff you got to go through that. But, you know, I guess the people behind the scenes gonna make it work, and we're gonna be happy with the decisions that we're gonna make, and you know, we take it from there, see what happens.
Yeah, I hear a lot. You know, a lot of people ask me that question, and a lot of people suggest people. But most of the,
One dude just say, "I'm gonna play Peter Shue. I'm gonna play him in the movie."
But who
He even
makes
asked
those
nobody.
choices? Who makes the choices that will play you?
well, me and Cal are saying it. We're not gonna let anybody play it.
Dictate to us.
But
Yeah.
you know, I'm hearing a lot about my cousin. Terrence Howard. A lot of people are saying Terrence Howard, and you know, they asked me about Terrence Howard. So I was like, you know, I'm not sure, you know, if he could play me, but you know, it's something to look at. My cousin just walked through the door. My partner tell me while I was in the book. My nephew Kanye just walked through, and you know, you might want to holler at them in a minute and see. And you know, but that's, you know, actually, it's going to be a decision that we all sit down and talk about because, that's what I was saying before the phone rang. I don't make decisions on my own, even though everybody thinks Peter Shue is a boss. He's a boss back in the day. He's a boss now. I never, even back in the day, I get everybody together because we all bosses, and I ask them for their opinion and what they feel is the right decision for the team. And you know, every time I made a decision on myself, for myself, most of the time it went straight. And one of them cost me 25 years. I made a bad decision then when people told me, Peter, don't do that. And so I really listen to everybody's opinion, and then I'll take it, you know, I'll take it from there. So right now, we haven't even got to that stage about who's going to play Kyle Dawson, who's going to play Peter Shue. You know, we haven't even got to that point.
Yeah, we have to get in stages.
But when it gets to that point, believe me, it's going to be somebody that you're going to like. And you know, like I said, you know, if it's Terrence Howard, then I'll applaud it. You know, I like his acting. I like what he does in the movies, and I like what he did in that show Empire. And you know, and speaking of that, I'd like to give a shout out to Jadakiss and Puffy for saying my name and then giving me a shout out in their song Old Man Wild, and I appreciate that, and I love them for that. And you know, there's a lot of little artists talking about they want to do things and say my name in there and dedicate my name or do a song in my name, and I'm happy with all that, you know. So my thing is this, you know, I'm just appreciative wherever brothers is looking out for us. And but right now, you know, it's too early to say what we're gonna, who we want to play us, but guarantee it's gonna be somebody that you're like.
And hopefully someone that can relate to you.
Oh well, we're gonna educate them. If they don't know how to play us, we're gonna teach them about how we was back in the day.
What is the key elements of running a successful business? Like how do you mean? There's like a few key elements that you need. Like a guy like me who's trying, because I run a photography business. So like, it's a few elements that you need. Like you have to do these things to make sure you get to the top.
I'm gonna let Cal answer that question now.
For me, I would say a key element would be, you gotta be consistent. You know what I mean? Because you have your little film company right here.
Right.
But you know, it's other people who has them as well. And then you got the big people that have the budget that you don't have. I mean, so you gotta work twice as hard. You don't have the budget, but it's competition.
Yeah.
So you gotta get many interviews with any people that you can. You know what I mean? You gotta edit the right way, and you try to run up on some celebrities and ask them. Like, you know, you gotta be like the best. I mean, and some celebrities might say no because they arrogant and cocky. Some might say yeah. One might say yeah. Right, might see, okay, I see you everywhere. So who's events you're always trying to get in. The red carpet events, get you a media pass, or get you some things. Kilometers made up with your company name on it. Look, I'm trying to get interviews on the red carpet with some people. And then some celebrities might say yeah, because they see what you're trying to do, and they know how it is. You're trying to feed your family, like just like they feed their family, what they do. So you gotta be consistent with it, like doing everything all day. I don't sleep, but I get maybe 2 hours a day, maybe it's that. Definitely running around, and you know, so I don't sleep really. I'm on the phone, East Coast, West Coast, trying to book some events. Like the end of February this month. For the 20th, I'm gonna be in Greenville, South Carolina, being a celebrity judge for an event. Then the 25th to 27th, we'll be in Charlotte for CIAA. Me, Peter Shue, Jada Kids, Nas, ABS, Ty Stacks, we got Smack, we got DJ Envy. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get Capone, Noriega. He's seen the flyers. And Cassidy, he's seen the flyer. Raquel gonna be there with us as well. I mean, so we're gonna have a good time. Plus, we're gonna have other celebrities in town. 50 Cent gonna be out there. The Breakfast Club, Redman, Method Man, Keith Berry gonna be out there. Ed Harris, he's gonna be out there. Got a celebrity basketball game. I'm on a guest list for that. So, you know, CIAA, you know, I mean, that's a big thing in Charlotte. I live in Charlotte, so a lot of celebrities will be there. You know, got a who's who in there, you know, but. We're gonna be at, like, a few people gonna be able to get to. Floyd Mayweather gonna be with us too Saturday at the same club.
Okay.
Yeah, Floyd Mayweather, Dawson. He's playing this celebrity basketball game on Saturday, and after that, he's coming to center stage.
Trying to give me a title shot, you know, so hopefully we won't get it on.
Yeah, Floyd lost one fight off the record. I mean, him and Curtis Jackson got into it. It wasn't a good look for Floyd that day. He took a loss.
That man, just want to say thanks for the opportunity, man, coming through. Do your man, step next.
You want to talk to them?
Yeah, I'm talking to you guys next. Right?
You talking to Terry and Kanye, he's got music.
No doubt, no doubt.
Now listen, you gonna put this on Instagram and all that?
Of course, absolutely.
I want it on.
I'm gonna send it. I'm doing it.
We'll send you the approval
Yep.
so you can proof it first, and then we'll.
I got
You don't get it.
Just
Let's do it.
put
Okay. Thank you.
Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, put all that stuff on there. Put about Polo Green, put all that stuff in there.
I'll put
ABS is on his way.
I'll put
I'll come
everything
back on it when ABS comes.
Okay.
But you talk to Terry and
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Kanye. He's late again. You know, talking about
Can you give me
what they
the-
part of the company.
I got you. I got you.
Music stuff and Kanye's got his own music people he's gonna put together. And we
That's
all
my
gonna come
meet you,
together.
man. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And I'm a pest, man. I reach out because I want to. I'm trying to build you guys, so
Okay.
Okay, cool.
so I did.
Thank you, Chad.
And then- Okay.
Did you holler back the website?
Okay.
You gotta
cause I won't let nobody press up and mess up the scene I set. I like to stand in the crowd and watch the people wonder, damn. But think about it, then you understand. I'm just an addict, addicted.